Hey child, and welcome back to my channel. It is my birthday number 34. So I'm getting ready to go out with my husband. He got a surprise plan for me. I really don't even know what we're doing tonight. I just know I want to put on some makeup. So we're gonna do a get ready chit chat with me. I'm getting ready to do my makeup. That's not something I do on my channel often. Everything that I'm getting ready to use is under $15 with the exception of this highlighter. It is the Artist Couture Jackie Aina La Peach collaboration. Let's talk. So first of all, let me put my primer on. It's by Colourpop. It's from their Pretty Fresh collection. It's their hyaluronic acid, whatever, honey. It's moisturizing. It feels like lotion. It feels good. So I want to talk to you about some things I've learned over the last year or so. And you know, some of it will be about hair, some of it will be about beauty, some of it will be about life. So let's start with the hair. I have a confession for y'all, and this is just me being honest. I'm not ashamed. The whole reason I texlaxed my hair was because I was tired of shrinkage. This foundation is the Maybelline Matte Poreless. It's shade 338 in Spicy Brown. I was tired of shrinkage. Like, it's just like my hair, at the time that I did it, I was on a growth journey and I wasn't really seeing the results that I wanted to see because my hair was just shrinking all the time. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna texlax my hair because number one, I think it'll help with manageability. Number two, I just want to try to see what happened. Number three, hopefully it will stop my shrinkage. And here is what I have learned so far along my texlax journey. Not even a chemical in this world is strong enough to override your DNA. All my texlax did for me was loosen up my texture. It did make it a little bit more manageable, but it did not do anything for my porosity. And what I mean by that is when I got my hair blow dried by the stylist, she was like, your hair is still holding a lot of water. My shrinkage was so tight because when I made my appointment and I was just like, I have bra strap length hair. It was a little longer than that. That's where it is now that it is trim. And when she saw it in its shrunken state, she was like, I don't think she has bra strap length hair. And then when she blew it out, she was like, oh, she was right. So yeah, my shrinking still off to change. My hair still holding water. Only thing changed is that my texture changed a little bit. Do I regret it? Absolutely not, because it's been a learning process, and I am going to touch up the roots because I promised it. But the overall reason I did it was to defeat shrinkage, and honey, that thing is determined by DNA, and not even a relaxer is going to stop it unless you go all the way bone straight, or at least that's my experience. Everybody's experience is different. Because I did the whole thing with the conditioner and the relaxer and I didn't leave it on for long, my experience is exclusive to me. Your experience may be different for you. My experience is based off the method that I use. It loosened up my texture, and here is a picture. But that's it. I am able to detangle a little bit easier and all that. And like I said, I don't regret it. It's just been a process, and I am going to touch up the roots in January. Secondly, here's something else that I have learned, even in being a content creator. I have learned that I need to stick to what works for me. What I mean by that is, you know, I used to stick very seriously to the whole, the LCO method is what worked for me. I would put on a leave-in, put on a cream, and then a gel. Well, no, an oil and then a gel. And so a lot of my favorite YouTubers have been on this whole, I don't use oils and all this other stuff. And so I cut back and I stopped sealing my hair. I would go from a leave-in and putting on a gel. Well, I started noticing my hair getting drier and drier and drier. And what was the culprit that I finally realized? For my hair type, me being normal to high porosity, for me, I gotta seal. And so I fell into the trap of listening to other people instead of listening to my hair, and my hair got dry. And so I have decided to start back sealing like I used to. I won't go straight up coconut oil like I used to. But yeah, I gotta do what works for me. And I mean, I'm still a normal person just like everybody else, even though I make videos. But yeah, I started listening to people because one of my favorites is Kimberly Sherrill, and she was, you know, I don't use oils. And so I'm like, well, let me try not using oils. Jack my head up. I need oil to seal in my hair. What else have I learned over the year? No matter what, and this is just some auntie wisdom for my younger ones, no matter what, don't fall into the trap of comparison, because that has happened to me over the years. and it has affected me in every area of my life, especially in this social media age. It's easy to compare what you got going on to other people. It's easier to look at that. Even in my marriage, I hit my husband one time. I was like, baby, you don't do that. And he was just like, that's them, not me. And they did that for Instagram. This is our relationship. And so in every area of my life, be it my hair texture, my body type, my marriage, no matter what, I have learned the best way for me to maintain peace is to not compare myself to other people. That's why it's like every now and then I'll scroll my Instagram timeline, but overall I really don't even look at it. And I find myself having a lot more peace in my life in general. This is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Creamy Concealer. It's amazing. But I find myself having peace by not comparing myself to other people. Like, I follow people that inspire me, not people that make me feel jealous. I follow people that I feed off of their energy because it boosts me to want to be better, not people that make me feel bad about my life. Like, what does it say about me if I continually expose myself to things that don't make me feel good? Let me go down with this. It's dirty. Judge your mama. Don't judge me. Listen, don't judge me. But yeah, I find myself in a much more peaceful place in my life because I'm not comparing myself, and I'm limiting my time on social media, and I'm focusing on things that feed my soul. Like, I'm not going to continue to look at things that aggravate the hell out of me. I remember it was even some celebrities. It's like, even some of my favorite influencers, I like them, but I find that I can't follow them on Instagram and look at their stories and stuff like that because it gets on my nerves, and just some of the things they have to say is just like, I respect you more when I don't know that part of you. Like, I don't need to know what you're doing in your personal life. Let me get what I need as far as hair tips. Let me get what I need as far as life tips, or for whatever reason I follow you. But I cannot know your every thought. I cannot know everything that's going on with you because you're going to get on my nerves. And I completely respect people that may be able to follow me on YouTube or something and not want to look at my stories because I'm very opinionated. I got a lot to say, and I can understand how I would get on your nerves because my opinions are very strong and I don't water them down, and I completely understand it. But yeah, I just find that I have more peace in my life when I focus on myself, my goals, my peace, feeding my soul, and just overall happiness and peace in my life versus looking at what other people have going on and feeling like I need to compete. Another thing that I have come to realize is not everybody that is connected for you, not everybody that is connected to you is happy for you. Not everybody that follows you is happy for you. Not everybody that's in your life is happy for you. And some people are good with you as long as you do not elevate, shift, or become better. What do I mean by that? Honey, I lost so many girlfriends when I got married. It is ridiculous. People that I thought would be cheering for me, people that I thought would be happy for me or that would be supportive of me, they were the first ones to fall off. And okay, so this is a LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Chestnut. This shade for me was medium dark as far as the Colourpop concealer goes. So what I mean is I had a group of girlfriends that I was real close to. We held each other accountable in our Christian walk or whatever. And what I messed up was when my, at the time, boyfriend, now husband, when he would make mistakes, I would confide in them and share things with them. And then when we would move on and be in a happier place, they would still be upset with him. And so when it came time for us to get married, and that's what we decided to do, I had some of them tell me, you know, I can't even say congratulations to you. Like, how you my friend and you can't support me? But to this day, they won't say congratulations. If I post him on social media, they'll like everything except for the pictures of him. Like, they genuinely got upset with me. And I found out after the fact that a meeting was arranged because they wanted to talk me out of marrying my husband. And they genuinely were upset. But keep in mind, all of them were single. So it just felt like as long as we were all in the same boat, waiting on the Lord and waiting on this and that, you were happy for me. But when my time for change came, and when my time where it was a shift in season and happiness for me came, you can't say congratulations, you won't support me, you get quiet on me, you unfollow me on social media and all this other stuff just because I'm not doing what you want me to do. And I'm like, okay, yeah, he made mistakes, but that was my biggest mistake in sharing with you, number one, what he did wrong and not what I did wrong. And number two, sharing with you, period. I should, now, of course, at the same time, you do need people that you can confide in. You do need friends that'll hold you accountable. So it's like, find people that'll hold you accountable, but make sure that they're not trying to control you. There's a difference between holding you accountable and trying to control your life. Because at the end of the day, the only one that can live your life for you is you. And so I made the decision that I made to go ahead and get married. And of course, they turned their back on me. Like, we had planned on being in each other's weddings and different things like that. And because they did not like his past mistakes, or they felt like I should have made a different decision, they decided they did not want to be friends with me anymore. And so it's like, I wish him the best and everything else. But it's so crazy to me how you happy for me when we're both single and waiting on the Lord, but you're not happy for me when my wait is over and it's time for me to enjoy my new life. That is just crazy to me. Like, you that mad that you can't even say congratulations. Just because my life does not align with your picture of what you think it should be, does not mean I'm making a bad decision. Be careful who you share your business with, because your girlfriends will not forget. But I do appreciate those who I am able to share with and confide in it. And they not psycho lunatics. Something else that I learned, and this is gonna sound crazy to some, but I grew up in a position where we did not have a lot. So when I do get money, or when I do get success, or when I do see basically money, I don't like spending it on myself. Like, I'll spend it on other people, but like, me spending money on myself is very rare. And so much so that my husband has gotten on me. He's like, girl, it is completely okay to celebrate yourself. It's completely okay to do things for yourself. But it's just because I have grown up in situations where I know what it's like to not have anything. I know what it's like to lose what you have. It's very hard for me to enjoy the fruits of my labor. And so lately I have just been learning how to appreciate and celebrate myself. And that's something I thank my husband for, because that man, if he don't do nothing else, he gonna do right by himself. If he decide he needs to celebrate himself, he gonna do that. And sometimes I'll be like, dude, why don't you spend that money on this, or why don't you save that, or something. I'm very frugal with anything that I have. And it's just like, when it comes to giving you something like giveaways and stuff like that, I'll use Wet n Wild but buy you Tatcha, if that makes sense. Like, I'll do over and above for you, but I won't do for myself. But I know that is me overcoming childhood trauma. And like, I know a lot of people may not want to admit it, but growing up in poverty is trauma. And so my way of overcoming it is I'm learning to celebrate myself more. I bought myself some clothes. Now, it came from Ross, but still it's a step in the right direction. And my husband was proud of me, like, girl, you actually went and bought yourself some shoes. But yeah, I'm learning to let go of the fear of losing everything and just accept what's meant to be is going to be. And it is completely okay to celebrate and just enjoy the fruits of my labor. It's just like, why keep working just to pay bills and worry about credit score? Now, you should do that and be financially responsible. But being somebody who grew up without, and we know what it's like to eat rice every day and stuff like that, I'm learning to go ahead and appreciate myself a little more and stop worrying about the fear of losing everything, which is a big fear of mine at times. And as far as that family member goes that I told y'all about in my Thanksgiving video where I said I wasn't going to see him, I stuck to my guns. And I meant that thing. Like, I'm not gonna let you keep talking crazy to me or exposing me to craziness or bringing your trauma into my life. And so I stuck to my guns, and I have complete peace about that. And although at times I do wish things were different, I have no problem cutting family off if family is gonna bring chaos. Like, right now, it's just like, I'm in a season of wanting peace, period. Just like, I feel like I deserve peace, I demand peace, and I'm not gonna be around people and situations that frustrate me. Like I said before, like, why am I gonna continue to expose myself to something that's frustrating me? No. If y'all hear something, it's my neighbor's kids, they bad, they terrible, and I hate them. I don't literally hate, but I kind of do. I gotta do better about that. I need to start back going to church too. Like, that's something I have been struggling with. I still have belief. I'm still very much so a Christian, but I ain't been going to church at all. I've probably been to church 10 times this year, which for me is a huge deal. I used to, like, I grew up in church heavily, and I have not been attending like I used to, just because I lack the accountability that I used to have. Like, I used to be in ministry and stuff. I have not been doing that anymore, so it's like I have not had to be at church. And then, to be honest, I have been churched out. I'm about to tell my neighbor's kids, shut the fuck up. Let me go get this situation together. I'll be back. Sorry about that. My neighbors decide they want to have a communal meeting and just like go ape in front of my door. But yeah, I have not been going to church simply because, number one, I don't operate in ministry like I used to. And number two, flat out, I'm burnt out. I grew up extremely sanctified to where we was at church all the time. Like, this is just a loose setting powder by CoverGirl. So Sunday was at church. Monday was prayer night. Tuesday was family night, so you did not have to go to church. Wednesday was Bible study. Thursday was choir rehearsal. Friday was youth night. Saturday, you might have to go out there, you might not. Sunday, you was back at church again. So I was at church all the time. That was my position. And I ain't gonna lie, because I did that all the time from the time I was pretty much born to the time that I got married, that's over 30 years of doing that. God, I am burnt out. I love the Lord. I love Jesus. Jesus is my savior. You know, he's my homeboy. But I am churched out. And so since I've been married, I made the decision to kind of just sit down and enjoy my life, just because I've given so much of my life to the church and I regret nothing and I got a lot from it. But I am tired. Like, I love having my free time right now. Like, I'm 30 years in the game. Some people work 30 years and retire. Now, of course, I'm just like 34 years old, but I literally been in children's choir since I was 3. And so it just kind of feel good to sit down. Now, eventually, I know I will get back active in church, very much so. But right now, I go when I want to. I don't go when I want to, which unfortunately have given me some habits that I need to overcome. Because, honey, right now, she, me, her, cuss like a sailor. I've never been that person before, but, honey, I would let y'all have it. Colourpop Set and Spray. I'm going to get myself together, but yeah, that's just me being honest. I done picked up a habit and I cuss folks out. Like, I cussed my neighbor's kids out last night simply because, as you can hear, they bad. They're culturally different, which is perfectly okay, but they're very much so communal. And what I mean is, a lot of them moved into our complex and they all know each other. So there's one family in one place, another the next door, another one upstairs, another one upstairs. They all know each other. They all have a lot of kids, and so they operate in community, which I think is beautiful. But unfortunately, that means their kids are running outside unsupervised. Like, they're running from door to door, breaking windows. The kids doing things that kids do, which is fine. Kids gonna be kids, but control your kids if you know they busting windows. We can't even wash clothes because y'all want to break down the laundry room, honey. So yeah, I've been cussing folks out. I need to do better. Jesus still love me though, honey. I have started, well, after my birthday dinner. After New Year's Eve. I need to get back on my weight loss thing because, unfortunately, food has been my drug of choice, and I have been stressed out this last year, and I've been eating some of everything. If you look at my videos from the beginning of the year to now, and you look at my face, you can see how much thicker my face is, how bigger my arms are. Like, I've gained a visible amount of weight. But I'm gonna get myself together because, as a birthday gift to myself, I hired my trainer back. That's how I started losing weight when I first got YouTube. I changed my eating and I started working out. And so, to make sure, number one, I'm working out effectively, and number two, I am getting the most out of the change in my eating, I am working with a trainer again starting in January. So I will document some of that on my channel just to let you see I'm a normal person just like you. I struggle with my weight, I struggle with identity, I struggle with different things. I just so happen to do mine on camera. So y'all will see her. Her name is Bree. Hey, honey. Yeah, y'all see her on this channel, and I hope that that portion of my life is a blessing to some, because it is a passion of mine for us to live our best lives, mind, body, and soul. And a part of that is, if you are dealing with excess weight, to go and get it off your body. So that's something I'm dealing with. What else is going on with me? Let's see. I'm learning to be okay with spending money. I hate my neighbor's kids, flat out. I've learned to not share everything with all my girlfriends. I share with my girlfriends that's been down with me for forever, not these new chicks that come up. And not to say new friends are bad, because I do have new relationships that are amazing, but I've just learned everybody can't have access to everything. There's certain things that I give you access to in my life. There's certain things you'll never see. And so I'm learning to set boundaries and be okay with that, even in my familial connections. I've learned you can't have all of me. I give you what I want, and you gonna deal with it or you not. But that's just what it is. You gonna have to be okay with these boundaries, because they ain't budging. Anything else I want to share with you? No. We're gonna have a good birthday night. Hopefully my husband don't get me pregnant. Oh, one last thing while I'm waiting on my eyelash glue to dry. And yes, I don't care what anybody says, hair glue is the best eyelash glue. Just your mama. Oh, my lips are really dry. Y'all, I am doing something for 2020 for my glow up that I'm really excited about. I have an appointment to go to cosmetology school. I have an appointment with the admissions coordinator. We did our phone screening, but I do have an appointment. Now here's where I'm doing that. If you're an OG follower, you know I have dealt with alopecia. My doctor told me I was I'm done for. Never gonna get my hair back. Even a different cosmetologist told me I would never get my hair back. But I did my research over, health and beauty, and I did all my research, and that's how I got my hair back. And even though I play and crack a lot of jokes on here, I hope you know by the fact that after everything I've done to my hair and the fact that I still have it, I honestly do know what I'm talking about. I crack jokes, I have fun, because nobody want a long, drawn out, boring video. But as far as the science of hair, I do my research before I do anything, and that's how I'm able to take risk. And if I see it might be going left, I know how to fix it before it becomes a problem. So I've been studying hair unofficially, but I have not gone to cosmetology school. So there is a cosmetology school here that has a part-time program that I am really interested in, just so I can learn more about the science of hair, more about healthy styling, and more just basically understanding hair more, so that I can be more beneficial for those that I share my experiences with. So, and then I told y'all before, the whole reason I got this YouTube channel was because I want to have my own hairline, and I think having that knowledge that you will get in cosmetology school will help me to be better at formulating products, so that when that does happen, which I'm really believing God for, that at least people will know my name, and so they will help me. That's why I don't care about what I say about these products and sponsorship deals and anything like that. That's not what I'm here for. If it comes, it comes. If not, whatever. So anyway, I have an appointment. I had one and was supposed to go Thursday, but y'all, I got scared just because it's such a new arena for me, and it's just like it's so new. It's so new. And just like dealing with other people, and that's just such a huge responsibility to have someone else's hair in your hands. I know what it's like to have a stylist butcher me when I just came for a trim. I know what it's like to have a stylist who, as soon as they see my natural texture, not want to work with me, or they complain the whole time. I know what it's like to have unpleasant experiences, and I don't want to be that to someone else. And so when my appointment came, I called and canceled. I'm like, no, I can't come. But the reality is I'm scared. I'm really, really scared. I'm really scared, but I know I cannot allow fear to stop me from pursuing dreams and goals and aspirations. So I wasn't going to say anything to you all at first, just because it's not official. I haven't 100% decided yet. I'm just going to go get some information from them, see what all they can do as far as teaching, especially with me more so knowing about natural hair care, even though I'm Texlax now. As far as the overall natural hair care market, I'm very much so familiar with that, and I want to marry commercial and natural together. So I'm gonna just see what happens. It's not 100% set in stone, and there's still a chance I might not do it, but I'm very, very interested. Okay, so as far as the rest of this look go, I'm gonna keep doctoring up my lips, and then I'm gonna put on some lashes. That's really all I ever do. I don't wear eyeshadow much anymore because my lashes are so dramatic. They do all the talking for me. I don't really have to paint my eyelids. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep working with this lip gloss until it's something that I really like, and then I'll come say my final goodbye. And the makeup look is now complete. And like I said, to see the whole picture put together, check me out on Instagram. My Instagram name is I Am Miss Face. So for those who've been asking for a makeup tutorial, I'm sorry I don't do nothing special. I just make sure the skin is good and put on a lash and let the lash do the talking, and that's it. So thank y'all for rocking out with me through 2019 and 2020. I got a lot of interesting things coming. Keep me in your prayers, and I will see you soon. Actually, probably tomorrow, because I got to announce the giveaway winners. If not tomorrow, one day real soon. But before the end of 2020, y'all will see me again. Bye. Just wanted to show y'all the final look. This is my face, and then because my hair got rained on, I'm just dealing with this ponytail, but I'm kind of liking this. But too bad I'm washing my hair tomorrow. So have a good day. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my birthday and do some nasty.